Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're talking about the importance of emotional intelligence as a dreamer. So in the body of this message, if you are someone that struggles with, I'm sorry, I got something in my eye. If you're someone that struggles with emotional intelligence, emotional security, emotional maturity or awareness, socialization, if you struggle with these kind of things, we do have consulting and we also provide emotional support sessions here at Boss Bay Blog and NBC.Click, my other brand. So you can text 833-705-4352. Text help to that number and you can receive assistance. You can tell us what you're looking for, what kind of support you're seeking at this time, what your funding status is at this time, and then we can provide you with either an estimate of our services, what we provide, or we can provide you with a referral of somebody that's credible listed in our directory. So today we're here to talk about the importance of emotional intelligence as a dreamer, as an entrepreneur, as a doer, as a creator, as an artist. This is gold because there are going to be nights when you are so discouraged that you think about quitting and just giving up and throwing it all away because of the stress that you're going through, because of people telling you that you can't achieve, because of people telling you that there's a certain way that you have to do things, because people projecting their own experience onto yours without actually having the statistics or the experience to know if what they're telling you is correct, because of people projecting their fears onto you. And if you don't have emotional intelligence and emotional maturity and awareness, you won't know how to respond to that. You won't know how to understand that it's a projection and it's not reality. Okay, their perception might be their reality, but some projections are not reality in entrepreneurship and in being a business owner, a dreamer, an artist, a doer. Everybody's not always right. And there's not only one way of doing things, there's multiple business models out there. So you can't allow other people's insecurities or internal issues to be projected onto your success, your growth, and your attitude. And a lot of times people will do that intentionally because they want to disrupt. That's just what some people do. And sometimes people do it subconsciously because that's just the behaviors that they've picked up for some reason. And I'm saying this to say that if you don't know that, you're going to allow a lot of negative people to impact your decisions and change the course of your business and your life for the worse, not for the better. So, understanding that a lot of times when you're talking to a person, they're projecting. Not always, but in many cases. Even in marketing, it teaches us that when you are marketing and promoting to an audience, you want to promote to the audience somebody that looks like them or somebody that aligns with them. Because even though you might align with them, having someone that looks just like them in many cases makes it increase the chance that they're going to stay longer or be interested or make a purchase because they resonate with you. So things are often a mirror, a reflection. And sometimes people's words of discouragement or negativity or words of fear come from them projecting their own insecurities onto your dreams and what you're trying to achieve. So I'm leaving this message for people who want to start a business or have a dream, that you have to understand that a lot of your journey is going to be walking into rooms and realizing that it's not the right room for you. But as soon as you realize that that is a lot of your journey, you're going to get faster at doing it. And when you get faster at doing it, you're going to start having a lot of your journey become walking into rooms where you receive support. You receive people who see you. You receive support from people that are committed to understanding you, committed to helping you, committed to supporting the way that you're doing things or the mission that you're trying to achieve. So once you understand that, you can achieve so much more. But if you stay stuck in that discouraged emotional space because you're listening to projections and opinions of people that are irrelevant or do not have the same level of expertise and intelligence in the area that you are in, it will affect you in a negative light. And it's important that we practice discernment and know when someone is giving an opinion, when someone is giving a suggestion, when someone is giving advice, when someone is giving good advice that you should use, when someone is giving advice that maybe isn't fit for you. We have to practice discernment and we have to really take our time before making decisions. Oftentimes, people will try to rush you or pressure you or strong arm you into feeling like it has to be this way. You're wrong if it's not that. And in reality, a lot of people who do that, it's coming from a place of insecurity because if they were truly confident in it, they wouldn't feel the need to do it. It would simply be a statement and we would move forward. But For some people, they're going to have that passive aggressiveness. They're going to say things like, you're a little business. They're going to say, how are you going to succeed? They're going to say, I don't see it growing. They're going to say, this doesn't make sense. They're going to say, you should do it this way. And everybody has an opinion. Everybody does. But which opinions you should actually be listening to and taking advantage of is where the discernment comes into play. Because there are a lot of people out here who are criticizing and opening their mouth to talk about industries and businesses and dreams that they have not achieved for themselves and have not consistently even shown that they're trying to achieve it. We're in two different books, but because I'm sensitive about my craft and because I want to succeed, I'm just listening and absorbing that. That's why you have to have emotional intelligence as an entrepreneur and as a dreamer. So you can be able to recognize when something is a projection or an opinion and should be taken as just that. And you can continue growing on your journey because there's so many people that will have so much to say and their actions or their credentials do not align with what they are saying. And you cannot let moments like that discourage you from continuing so you can have moments like this where you're living in your passion, in your purpose. Thank you for listening. I will be back. I have two more lives today. I'm announcing the boss of the month. Let's see, I have another one too. Okay, we're talking about work-life boundaries. We're talking about work-life balance. Two different things. We're talking about both. And then I'm announcing the boss of the month on the last live of the day. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back in about less than a minute.